Derived from the wildcat, which it has retained the predatory instinct of, the cat is the smallest of the felines. A carnivore, it feeds on small prey such as rodents or birds, but also doesn't disdain catching flies and butterflies. Its domestication began in the Neolithic era when its intervention in grain fields infested with mice and rats made it appreciated by farmers. Ancient Egypt revered it, the Middle Ages demonized it, especially when it was of black color, the mark of the devil. The cat is an independent animal that finds it difficult to be directed. It lives freely in the streets, hence its designation as a street cat, but it is also one of the most popular pets and counts about 50 different breeds. According to its needs, food, courtship, or fear of danger, the cat expresses its desires sometimes loudly. It purrs, meows, hisses, growls, expresses its attachment by rubbing against humans, walls, or objects to deposit its pheromones, or marks its territory with a jet of urine. Reigning supreme in houses, it has the reputation of settling where it decides and sometimes taking humans for its slaves. In ancient Egypt, the cat was reputed for its ability to live 9 lives, with the number 9 representing the 9 cycles of life, the past, the present, and the future. Mags also said that its eyes could become larger or smaller depending on the changes of the moon. These powers did not escape witches, who surrounded themselves with black cats, symbols of Satan, and borrowed the physiognomy of the animal to attend their Sabbaths. In Asian countries, the cat is considered a true lucky charm. It is revered for having once saved crops and silkworm cocoons from rats, and it is also considered the reincarnation of 9 spirits of the dead. In the past, the Chinese read the time in the dilation of its pupil and attributed magical powers to it. Represented by numerous statues raising its paw as a sign of welcome, its effigy is everywhere and today embodies wealth and success. In Brittany, legend has it that all black cats have at least one white hair that acts as a charm for whoever manages to pull it out. It is by his name that the inventory of Pseudomonarchia Daemonum, a dictionary of the false monarchy of Satan, begins. Bael, the first king of hell, lives in the eastern part of the kingdom. He has a hoarse voice and possesses 3 heads, one of a toad, one of a man, and one of a cat. He makes those who invoke him sharp and cunning and teaches them how to become invisible. According to legend, the architect in charge of building the St. Cloud Bridge did not have the means to pay his masons. So, he decided to make a deal with the devil. It was decided that the Prince of Demons would take care of the work and receive as a gift the first person who crossed the bridge. The very clever architect, instead of opening the way to a human, let a cat pass through. It is said that the very displeased devil had to accept it nonetheless. Having learned that witches transformed into cats were gathering in an old castle in the Norman countryside, a few brave men decided to check if it was true by spending the night in the ruins. They were immediately attacked by a large number of felines. One of the men was killed and several others were injured. The cats, however, were not invincible, and when the next day they had resumed human form, the witches, who bore many wounds from the fight they had waged, were unmasked. They were all arrested and perished on the stake erected in the heart of the town of Vernon in the year 1566.